Hey folks, we're back live at iamdeveloper.live. I'm getting used to saying that. I got the domain name iamdeveloper.live to go with my iamdeveloper.com, so I'm saying live too much already. Anyways, I'm Nick Taylor, your host, and today I'm hanging out with my good friend Bekah. Bekah, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no, it's always great hanging. Any excuse to hang is always good, and hey, if we're doing some work too, hey, why not? Um, for folks that might not know who you are, would you mind just kind of giving a little, I guess, the Bekah elevator pitch of who you are, I guess?
Yeah, sure. I'm Bekah. I am technical community builder at Deepgram, a speech to text API company. We're going to be working on a project for Deepgram today. I also am one of the maintainers of Virtual Coffee, a developer community for people at all stages of the developer journey. And I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I came into tech later in life. So I've only been here for a couple of years, but I am very happy to be here.
Oh, cool, awesome. So like you were saying, you work at Deepgram. I'm somewhat familiar with it because I've talked to you before about it. But for folks that might not know what Deepgram is, what is the company exactly? What do they do? I guess what's the mission? Or I don't know. I can say some cheesy stuff too.
Well, yeah, no, our mission is every voice heard and understood, which is one that I really like. And that comes down to we do speech to text transcription and we do it really well. So we're very fast, we're very accurate, we're inexpensive, but we also have some new features that have been rolling out. So we do things like topic detection, summarization, diarization. You can print out a really nice podcast transcript with Deepgram. So anything that's powered by voice, we can do it, and we can do it really well.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah. So, like you were saying, so one of the things, I mean, every voice heard, and there's transcription services and stuff. And I know there's a few projects you've shown me before, but this current one, it's a browser extension for doing live transcription. That's kind of the general deal of what the Chrome extension does right now, right?
Yeah, we started working on this during Hacktoberfest. So we wanted to make sure that we had a way to provide issues and a good experience, especially for people who are coming into open source. And so we've been working through some issues. I'm planning on getting a handful more issues after today's stream as we figure out what this should look like, and especially as we roll out new features to incorporate that and make sure that anybody can read along with the video that's happening in their browser.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll once we start doing some live coding, we can share. I'll actually share it right now, actually. So here's a link to the Deepgram extension that we're going to be looking at today. Also, Bekah has a GitHub discussion open. If you have questions or comments about the Deepgram Chrome extension, just drop them there, so you can check out that link too. And I can't remember. Is there a Discord for Deepgram, or am I
There's
mistaken?
No, there's not a Discord for it right now. So we're really
Okay.
leading into those discussions to have a place where we can have conversations about this stuff and other topics like ALAIML, those things, anything tech, we're here for
Okay.
it. And
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm just in a bunch of Discords and I couldn't remember if there was one or
that's
not.
why we
So
don't have a Discord, because everybody is
yeah.
in a ton of Discords. We don't need any more in the world.
Yeah. Panic at the Discord. There we go. There's my first joke for the day. Cool. So yeah, so for the extension, so I guess do you want to speak a bit more about the extension, or do you want to start? Just do you want me to go ahead and just kind of open up VS Code and we can talk through things, or how would you like to start?
Well, we can just do an overview of the extension right now. If you're
Okay.
following along, Nick did drop that link to our GitHub repository in the chat. So you can kind of check out what we have going on there, and how to run what we have going. So right now, if you load the extension unpacked, then you're able to utilize it to provide transcription. It will ask you to choose a browser tab. And then
Okay.
once you choose a browser tab, you'll hit start transcription. That shows up. And one of the things that we'll be working on is there's a bug right now, and stop transcription is not working. So haven't
Okay.
looked into it yet, but it would be nice to be able to stop the transcription when you say stop transcription.
Yeah. No, for sure, for sure. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I put us in a pairing mode here, so I'm just showing the repo for repository for a second, and like I dropped in the chat, there are some issues open. We're gonna be looking at this one here. I don't know if you want to go ahead and assign that to yourself or to both of us, or just so other people don't grab it. But there are some others open, like you said here, right? There's add TypeScript support, the translation that I think there's something in the works there. Maybe
Yeah.
I had started to look at that, but I think you said that we might be changing direction there.
Yeah, we've got some other things coming down the line that will change the way that we do that issue. So we're not going to tackle
Okay.
that one yet, but that's definitely something we'll be doing in the future. I
Okay.
can assign you the issue number 25, but I think you have to comment on it for me to be
Oh
able to
yeah.
assign it to you.
I should know that. I'm a maintainer. Yeah, all right, there we go. Well, here you go. Here's some open source tips. If you do, and this is we just finished Hacktoberfest, and since we're in a repo, it's good to mention these things. It's something I encourage maintainers to do too. Is you ask people to be if they want to work on something, to ask to be assigned to it. And the reason being is I've actually maintained stuff before where two people work on the issue and then they end up both putting up pull requests because nobody was assigned to it, and then it's really awkward for a maintainer because you're like, we can only take one, and I guess, like, do you take the first one, or is it this other one's better? So like, anyways, this is a great way to just avoid all of that awkwardness, because you can right away just say, oh, sorry, Nick's assigned to this issue. So anyways, just a little maintainer and contributor info there for everybody. Sorry, my brain, I can't do two things at once at the moment for some reason.
As soon as you hit that comment button, I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
assign it to you.
yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah. So basically it sounds like just like you just can't stop it. Like the button doesn't work. Is that the main issue, or?
Yeah, the button is definitely not working. And like I said, I didn't really dig into what's going on there. I would guess that there's probably an easy fix there, but I'm
Okay.
not sure, because I think that stop transcription was working at some point. So I wonder if some of the refactoring that got done resulted in stop transcription not working, but it's quite possible that it hadn't been working from the beginning. We ran into some issues at one point where the extension wasn't loading. It had been
Okay.
loading and then just suddenly stopped and wouldn't load. So I was really thankful for a couple of contributors who were working to debug that with me, and together we finally got things working. I'm still not exactly sure what happened, if there was some
Okay.
kind of Chrome breaking change or what. But
Okay.
it doesn't really matter, because well, fingers crossed. When we run it
Yeah.
today, it should be working.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess before we get started, we'll get the extension up and running. So right now it is for Chrome, but I know, just because I've worked on Chrome extensions before, or browser extensions. I used to work. Funnily enough, I used to work on a browser extension, kind of like 1Password. So because it's Chrome, any Chromium browser you have will work with this. Even so, you can go to the Chrome Web Store, even if you're on like Microsoft Edge, and install it. Or I'm using the browser I'm in, and it's called Arc here, and it's Chromium based too, so I can use it in there too. But yeah, I guess what we can do is I'll get the extension up and running, and then I think the next thing we could do is just go through the process of getting an API key for Deepgram, because this is something you will need to use the extension. Yeah, Oscar, haven't seen Oscar in a while. He's hanging in the chat today. So I met Oscar through, I don't know if you've met him before, but I've met him online only, but Jonan's stream with I met a bunch of people on Jonan's stream, and he's one of them.
Yeah,
So yeah, so
nice.
cool. All right. I also know that Oscar is looking for a Rails. He's a Rails dev, so he's looking for work. So anybody that knows of any Rails dev openings, hit up Creature Next in the chat. Cool. All right. So yeah, let's go over to VS Code here. So I've already forked the repository because I'm not part of the team. So I've got it here all pulled down. I'm just, I believe, okay, yeah, I did install the dependencies just before. I'm a little lazy. I have Y for yarn. It's like you can't get any lazier than that for
Nice.
aliases, I think. But okay, so yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna check out because it's been a while. I'm trying to remember how you bundle this. I know it's using Parcel.
Yes.
Preview. I'm just gonna read through the README real quick. So yeah, okay, yarn build. Okay, so okay, okay, so this is using Parcel. If you've never heard of Parcel before in the stream, in the chat, it's another bundler. It's something like Webpack or Veep. It's from Devin. His last name's escaping me. He works at Adobe on their design system, I believe. But okay, so this built, and so it's created a dist folder, which I have hidden. But so this is what we can see here. And is that big enough for you to see, Becca? I zoomed it in before I started, so okay.
You could probably make it a little bit bigger.
Okay, there we go. Let me just hide the side for now. Okay, so yeah, so this basically generates a few things here. We're gonna be working on the extension, but I'm just gonna talk a bit about what some of the files are in the extension, because it's not specific to Deepgram. It's just in general for browser extension. So a browser extension has a manifest which just kind of tells you some information about it. So I'm just gonna open that just to kind of explain real briefly. Do you mind if I kind of go through a couple of the pieces, just because if people want to work on the project, it's just kind of to give a bit of understanding. So the manifest, I don't know, I guess if you've worked with NPM, think of it maybe like a package.json a bit, maybe. So this is information that the browser will use to, when it's installed, it'll say this is the tab transcription and translation, and it'll give a description about this extension. There's other things. There's permissions. So Becca was saying before when she was talking about the extension, when you're in a specific tab, that's where you can start the transcription. So to be able to do that, you need to have access to tabs. So there's a bunch of permissions. Oh, hey, how's it going, Triple B? I always have a hard time saying bald bearded builder. It's kind of like she sells seashells by the seashore. So I had to go with Triple B. So in my mind, he's forever a pro wrestler. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's saying, wait, Hacktoberfest is over. We don't work on OSS outside.
Always work on open source.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, so in the manifest here, there's some permissions. So like storage is so you can actually use some storage within the browser extension. And that could be local storage or other kinds of storage. Scripting, I can't remember what that's for, because I think you can just run the scripts regardless. But basically, at least for this extension, I guess it's required. And there's a couple things. So with the browser extension, just to kind of explain how they work, it's something that gets added onto your page. So for example, like this is the Deepgram translation, live transcription. So say we go to YouTube. When we go to YouTube, the live transcription extension will kind of bootstrap on, and there's this thing called content scripts. And so content scripts are what you can kind of run in the browser itself. So think of it, it's kind of like permitted hijacking of your page. It's not as, they do evaluate which browser extensions go into the store, but essentially this allows you to do stuff on the actual page. And so like if you've ever used a password manager, like I have 1Password, whenever you hit like an input to log in or whatever, you're going to see this little icon for 1Password, and that's probably the content script running that injects some images, some JavaScript and stuff. And the reason why you have all these permissions is so you can do things like that. And usually when you install, nowadays at least, a browser extension, it'll tell you what permissions it's trying to get. And so you say yes or no, depending on your level of comfort. There's other things you can do. You can add like CSS, obviously. There's also like a pop-up. So the pop-up is kind of like if you were on your browser extension and you just click on it, like not the thing running in the page, but like options, maybe you can have a little pop-up with some things you can set. And then there's other stuff like an icon, and yeah, there's this options page too where you can set specific options for the browser extension. There's a lot more to it, but that's kind of like the high level of kind of how browser extensions work. And I'm just gonna see if I can find it on, I think web.dev has it. Web develop. No, that's actually an actual extension. That's not what I was looking at. I'll try and find the documentation just because it's super helpful. API extensions, Chrome developers. Okay. This might be a good place to start, I think. Welcome to the getting started guide. Yeah, okay, this is it. I know they've updated it, so I'm just going to drop that in the chat for anybody interested in working on a browser extension potentially. And the other thing that's nice about this is, so there's Firefox and Safari as well, and then Chromium-based browsers. If you write the extension for Chrome, it will work in Firefox as well. There's like a couple tweaks you do to the manifest, but essentially, I'm paraphrasing here, but I think what happened was Firefox kind of gave up and just said, okay, we're going to just go with the Chrome extension API. And there are certain things that are Chrome specific, but for all intents and purposes, you can literally write the same code and it should work in Firefox. For Safari, I don't know because I've never actually built an extension for Safari, but I know you have to register it like with Apple and stuff. It's a lot more complicated, but I've never done it. So if folks do know how to do that, feel free to mention in the chat. Anyways, that's my long-winded way of just trying to explain what a browser extension does. Hopefully it's somewhat helpful. Okay, so yeah, so we've built it. So I guess I'll go ahead and load it unpacked there, Bekah. You think that's the next thing to go ahead and do?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so my browser's a little different here. I'm trying to remember where. Oh yeah, here. Okay. Add extension. Okay, so I'm not in. That's not what I wanted to do. Chrome. I think it's this. If I could learn how to type while I'm live coding. There we go. I'm in a different browser, so but there's a page like if you're in Chrome or Edge, there'll be like in the 3-dot menu, you'll be able to get to your extensions. So these are the extensions I have. So I had it installed previously, I think, because I was doing a bit of work for Hacktoberfest. I'm going to remove it right now, just because I want to go through the process of showing somebody how to load a browser extension. So if it's a browser extension from a store, you can go ahead and just, say add or remove to Chrome or add to Firefox. But when you're developing a browser extension, you have to do something that's called loading it unpacked. So there's a button here. I think it's called load unpacked or developer mode in Firefox. I'm not positive, but so we're going to come here and I'm going to come to the Deepgram extension, which is here. And so when we ran yarn build, it created this dist folder. So this should be what I can pick. Could not load manifest. Hold on a sec, let me check. It's there, dist pop up. Did it put it in there? Hold on a sec. Settings. I'm just gonna show my dist folder. Folders. Where is it? Let me just go into settings. Sorry for the little side here. Dist. Okay. Is this for search? Files exclude. That should be there. Why is it not showing up? Give me one more sec. Let's close here. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not showing up in there, but okay. So I ran yarn build. Let me double check in the README here in case I missed a step. So to load the extension, go to DG translation, Chrome extension, dist. Okay, that should be okay. I'm just gonna rebuild it again. And let's come back here, load unpacked. I see the manifest there. Select the extension directory. Weird. Why not? Let me try something. I'm just gonna, it could be something related to my browser. I've been using this browser on my own for a while now, and I'm just gonna load up Microsoft Edge, which is what I used to use. And let me just go to extensions in here just to make sure that it's just not something related to my browser. Okay, load unpacked. And let's go to OSS here, and it was DG translation dist. Could not load options page options.html. Okay, that's a little more information.
You pulled down the latest version, right?
I should have. Here, hold on a sec. It's a good thing to check though. Oh, you know what it is? I think I was in the subfolder, maybe that's why. Yarn build. Okay, let me try one more time here. Load unpack. This. Yeah, I can't find. Okay, I'll just make sure I've got the latest. That's always good, you know. Live coding, that's how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna just fetch upstream, and I'm going to merge upstream main. I'm in main here. It says it's up to date. Hold on. Reset hard upstream main. Oh, whoops. Okay, remove module type. Okay, so I'm at the latest of what's in the repository. So let's just try this again. I'm just going to clean things up, and I'll run yarn again to install stuff. And all right, and then we're gonna do yarn build. Okay, so I think I might know what the issue is because it's built it again, but it says there's this options.html, but I don't think the options file is getting copied over for some reason. Because I see everything else there. I see pop-up. I wonder if it's, I think I'm just gonna see options.ts. I'm just gonna try this. Okay, it added options, but how does the default pop-up options? Options.html.
Trying to make sure that I have everything pushed up, right? Because
Yeah.
I definitely had it working.
Okay. Because it's definitely saying it's can't find the pop-up. We can definitely fix that if there is an issue, but let's see here. Pop-up. It's pulling in the pop-up there, but why? Options page. Add parcel RC and manifest JSON. So it's been there for a while, so that's okay. Let's see here. I don't think it's that. Can try this. Options TS. Yeah, that's HTML is not. Okay, wait. I'm just looking at what it says here. Match, exclude. Or I guess quick question: is it working on your machine? Not to do that terrible computer joke, but
Yeah, I'm gonna check because the last time I checked, it was working on my machine. Let's see.
Okay. Because that pulls it in. I'm just gonna Google because it's been a while since I've worked on an extension. Include HTML. Include options.html in browser extension. Good old Google, save us. Browser's custom page. How to create a browser extension. Yeah, sure. Let's go to CSS tricks. That's all good. Homepage.
Okay, I'm getting a WebSocket error now. Huh.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Just let me look for options. Page title, name, blah, blah, blah. Adding a pop-up, options. Okay, yeah, this is just a folder structure, sure. Don't worry, folks, we'll get it. Okay, creating the options page. I just forget how you include it in the manifest. First, we populate the options HTML file. Here's some markup we can use. Yes.
Okay.
And then we need to write a script for the options page. Blah, blah, blah. Default options.js. Okay. Lots of options in this page. Okay, that's options UI. Once again, we need to inform the extension or options page by... Okay. I think this should do it. Here. And it's in the root, I think. Manifest, yeah, options. So it's just right there. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, sure, Copilot. Why not? Thank you, Copilot. Okay, let me just try running this again. Invalid web extension manifest. Oh yeah, sorry, I got my HTML in there still somehow. Let's see, where did I have that? There. Okay. And that's source manifest. Okay, cool. All right, let's try this again. Okay, there, it added the options HTML now. Okay, so let's try and come back here. Let's open it. Okay, it added it. Okay, so I'm not sure why it wasn't working before, but so let's just see what I changed here just to make sure. Let's close this. Okay, so I think I don't know if it's because it had to update or what, I'm wondering why. I'm wondering why this was working and now it's this. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Let me just we can talk about it after. If not, I'm just gonna create a new branch though. Fix adding options page. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do git fixed adding options page to manifest / extension. Okay. Oh. Did that add that? Okay. Let's do that again. Okay. And I'm just going to push this up to it's in my own repository, but okay. Now I'm going to create a new branch and what did we say we're going to fix? The stop transcription?
Stop. Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to create a new branch and then we'll go ahead and load the extensions loaded up. Fix stop. Not fix stop branch, fix stop transcription. Okay. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so let's come back to, I'm going to close this because I don't need that. Okay, sorry for that little interlude, folks. But we are back, hopefully on track. So, okay, so yeah, so it's loaded the extension here, unpacked. Yeah, the link to the issue, Oscar, I can get that for you. Hold on a sec.
I can grab it if you...
Okay, yeah, sure. Great, perfect.
And then if you want to, we should probably get an API key next, right?
Yeah.
This is not the best written issue. I wrote it up right before this, so apologies. Usually I'm a little bit better than that.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so we have the extension installed, unpacked. There's some details about it, and this is where you can see some of the permissions that are set and so on. But let's go, like you said, to get the API key. So if I come up here now, I'm just gonna add it. Add it. Where was it? Tab transcription. Okay, so I have it up here now. It's right here. So then you can see here that it's got that's the pop-up here. So we're all good there. I'm just gonna see. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so let's get an API key like you said. Okay, so I guess where do I go?
So I threw it in the chat. If you go to console.deepgram.com, that should take perfect. You might, I think you already have an account, so you should be able to get an API key from there. If not, you just create an account.
Okay, cool. Okay, I don't think there's anything here I need to hide at the moment, but okay, but if I create API key, does it show it right away, or?
It does not. So it gives you your name for your API key. There's like a little pop-up that shows up first.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Faison Overload. I think that's what your name
was. Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, Kevin. Nice to meet you virtually. Yeah, so, okay, we'll just call it Deepgram stream. And in terms of permissions, should I just give the kitchen sink for now, or for this kind of work we're going to do, what's the best?
I think that you could probably do either. I don't think that there's a reason not to do an admin one at this point, and especially because probably below you're going to set expiration there. And so if you're going to set an expiration anyway, it doesn't really matter. I guess member would be fine. Okay, let's see. Here's, you have a different option too.
Okay, set expiration. Sure, let's say, well, I guess for now, yeah, let's put it to Thursday, sure, just in case. And I'm just gonna drag this off screen for a sec so that when I create the key, not that I'm really that concerned, but it's just good in general to do that. Okay. All right, so I've got the key. And now if I come back here, okay, yeah. So yeah, Kevin saying always go for the lowest permission. I think that makes sense. You kind of want to go with the principle of least privilege, so that makes sense to me. Okay, so I've copied it, and then I'm trying to. I can't tell if it got pasted in or not.
Yeah.
Let me
So also
see.
you can, if you right click the extension, you should see an options page pop up.
Okay, cool.
And then,
Let's see.
so right now you can put your Deepgram API key in there. And
Okay.
so we should, I haven't tested it yet, but we should be able to get rid of that other input there if
Oh,
you
okay.
have pasted your API key in.
Okay, cool.
There
Yeah,
you go.
so
That
it's
looks like an
saved
API
there.
key.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a little longer. So, okay, cool. So we have the API key now. So I have the browser extension installed. So should we go ahead and see how it works so far? I know we have to fix the stopping transcription bug.
Yeah, I think it's useful just to see what's going on and then also give us some ideas for other issues that we can add, where we want to go with things.
Okay, cool. All right. Let me just come back here. Okay, so let's go. Oh, it's going to my own page, but sure, whatever. Let's pause this. So hey, so should I can try it on any, like it works on any video, I guess, or
Yeah, it should. If your video is playing and it has access to the sound, so you can't mute the sound,
okay.
but you should be able to click it and start transcription. Now, there is some like buggy thing happening right now that you have to hit it a second time. Like it will minimize the pop up and then you have to hit it again to see. But that's definitely one of those things that I'm going to add as an issue today or tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So I'll say folks in the chat, if you want to work on some open source, there'll be some more issues. So okay, so I have thought I'd just share my video with my coworker Zach Leatherman, who created 11D. He's a pretty cool dude. So okay, so I have to come up first and start the transcription, I guess, and then click play, or what's the flow normally?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so there. Okay, and I choose the window, so Chromium
No, you want
tab.
to choose the tab.
Okay, so I'll pick Zach, and then I'll just click play. And can I have the volume low so like I don't hear it, but it'll still pick it up, or as long as it's not muted, the video?
That should be okay. Yep, that should be fine. Kevin put in the chat. That's to do with where you're making the media requests. Oh, he had this issue himself. So this project is based
Okay.
on Kevin's project
Okay.
and adding some things to it.
Okay. So
Okay, it needs to run in the background.
okay. Okay, so I clicked. Okay, so it's doing the transcription. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so this is cool. I know we got to fix the bug, but already I think it's cool that it's just doing the live transcription. So just hat tip to all those that worked on this. Cool. Okay, so you were saying now, so like when I want to stop the transcription, it just doesn't stop, or
Yes, you can click stop and nothing happens. If you click clear, it will clear that transcription. But right
okay,
now, nothing
gotcha.
happens.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up the dev tools. I'll zoom this in a bit so folks can see it. So I don't know how familiar people are with the dev tools, but so you can debug your own page with the dev tools, but you also have access to other things. You have access to browser extension source code as well. So we can actually come in here and go to content scripts. So content scripts is the typically for browser extensions. I'm not sure why I don't see the that one, but okay. We can do it another way for now. I'm just trying to see if I can find it anywhere else. File system, no. Page is usually, this is usually like for the actual page, and then there's some other stuff in here. I'm wondering why it's not showing up in the content scripts though, but okay. I have another way we can kind of try it out though. So, well, I guess first thing, even before we actually, let me try and clear it or stop it. Not stop it, but if I clear it, does it stop it, or does it clear
It
it and then
doesn't
it just
stop
keeps
it.
going?
It will clear the transcript that you see generating there, and then it will start over. So the clear
Okay, gotcha.
button does its job.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm just gonna pause the video just so I'm not wasting my precious API key hours. Okay, so yeah, I guess yeah. First thing for me is I'm confused why it's not showing up in here because normally you can come in here because you can see here like I'm using 1Password, so I can come in here and usually you okay, it's all kind of munched together here, but if you're
Yeah.
working with an unpacked extension, you can typically see it in there too. But okay, but regardless, let's just close this stuff. And so it's probably in the content script. Um, let's see here. Stop. Okay. Transcription ended. So, okay, so this is another thing to explain about a browser extension. So the content script, like I was saying, that's what you can. Did I lose Becca? Or hold on a sec here. I think I might have lost Becca. I don't see your video for some reason.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can still hear you. It's just I was looking at the screen. I was like, oh no, she's gone. But
What
oh, you're
it
back.
like? My camera suddenly turned. Oh, am I back?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
why
see
is
you
this
on
on
the
disabled
screen
video?
yet.
That's so weird. It disabled my video.
Oh, okay, weird. Yeah, I see you again. Cool. Yeah, so like I was gonna say, so we have the content script, and this is what it for the browser extension. This is what allows you to interact like on like the front end side of things. But for example, like the API key we saved, that's not something you want to keep in the content script because literally people can just go find that. So there's this whole system of messaging in Chrome extensions. I'm not sure if it's based off of the window where you, because on a window you can do a post message, so you can send messages between windows or tabs. I think it's similar idea, but essentially you can just say like I need to send a message. So for example, when I set the API key, there's probably like a API key. Okay, yeah, here. So it's storing it in local storage, but it's local storage within what I call like the back end of the Chrome extension. It's something that people can't access. So by using these messages, you can pull stuff out of the back end of the Chrome extension and bring it to the front end and vice versa. And this is why things are secure. That's why like something like 1Password or another browser extension, that's why you don't have to worry. I mean, well, everybody gets breached at some point, I guess, but like in terms of the model of how a browser extension works, it's pretty secure. So it is storing here in the local storage of the browser extension in the backend. So that's where our API key is. And then I see here, this is, I guess, for doing the streaming of the event listener. Let me just close this. Oh, thanks for the follow, Owen Codes. Yeah, so, okay, so you can even see in here, so because this is the back end of the browser extension, it's using WebSockets here. And you can see it's doing the open. I don't know the whole mechanics behind the Deepgram API here, but essentially I guess it's got a handle on the media, which happens to be the YouTube audio, or I guess, or the video, and then it's pulling it in, and then I guess there's this data available event for it, and then it just says, okay, I've got some information, let me go process it and transcribe it. I'm guessing that's how it's working. If anybody in the chat is around, there is a Discord, Owen Codes. I didn't know about that command in Twitch because I'm not cool enough. But if you can go to this Discord. Yeah. So anyways, I got a little sidetracked there. Sorry, Becca. So there's this message here that says stop, and then this is where it says stop the WebSocket connection for the Deepgram API, and then it should say that it ended. So I guess the thing is maybe it's not getting the message stop. So I'm gonna see in the, let's see where this message happens. We can add a debugger in here. So for folks that aren't familiar with debugging tools in the front end or Node.js or Dino, you can add an actual debugger statement. So what I'm going to do is, I normally don't do this, but because it's not showing up in the dev tools for some reason, I'm just going to do this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to be that person that scrolls through my whole history. I'm going to just do it again. So I'm going to yarn build. It's going to add the debugger to the source code, and I'm going to come back to the extension here, and hopefully I'm not talking too fast here. I don't know. I find this stuff really interesting, and I think I'm talking too fast. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but okay. So let's go back to the extensions here, and I'm going to reload the extension. So it's still unpacked. It's still in the same directory, but I'm just going to reload it, and it should be okay. And I don't see any errors, so it should be okay. So the extension's back there, and I'm gonna come back to the YouTube page. Okay, cool. Let's come back here. I'm just gonna refresh the page because the browser extension source code needs to reload, and give that a sec. I'll just pause this here. Okay. All right, so let's play that, and then I'm gonna start the transcription again. And let's, like you were saying, just pick the actual tab. Let's share that, and we should see the transcription start shortly. Okay, yeah, so it's picking it up. So now, what are all these about blanks? That's uBlock. I'm still wondering why it's not there, but okay, I'm gonna try clicking this stop button, and okay, it's still not picking up my debugger statement for some reason. Okay. Actually, let's just look in here. It's complaining about I can't stop. Let's clear this. Let me try clicking stop again. Stop. Okay. So it says cannot read properties of undefined reading close. So, and I can try and see where this is maybe, but okay, no, that's not helpful. Okay, we have a bit of a clue though, so I'm just gonna look for the word close in here. Okay, so maybe the socket is undefined. Just trying to see here. Go to definition. Okay, we define it here. Oh, wait, there's two things. There's the socket here, and there's socket here. Socket. I think that's what the issue is. I think we just have to get rid of this, because it defines the WebSocket connection there, but it was const. So like the socket here it's a different variable than this one. And I think that's why this doesn't work, because it's undefined. Just a guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove this debugger and rebuild it just to see. Okay, so rebuilt. I have a feeling it didn't pick up my changes, so I'm gonna go back to the extensions. I'm just gonna remove the extension again, and I'm just gonna load it unpacked again.
Yeah, I feel like that's what happened when we ran into the problems during Hacktoberfest with things not working, that at the end we ended up needing to remove it and then starting all over, not like starting all over with the application, but running yarn and yarn builds and then putting it back in there, and then it started working again. So I think maybe there were some changes that were made, and even though we were hitting update, it was not updating the way that we anticipated it would.
Okay, yeah. There's I forgot, but there's did I do that right? Or did I, oh no, did I just I just added my YouTube to my pocket. Okay, let's do that again. There, share. Oh, I'm missing the oh, because I rebuilt the browser extension. I guess I have to go get my key again. Hold on a sec. You said it was console.deepgram.com. Just gonna go grab my key real quick. Yeah, there's I forgot there's if I want to get my existing key I created, can I do that? I don't think I see it. Oh wait, API keys, never mind. Deepgram stream. Not your secret. How do I copy it? Okay, I'm just gonna delete it and create a new one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
new
think
API
that's
key. I'm gonna create it like member, like Kevin said to, and I'll call it Deepgram stream again. I'm just doing this off screen, folks, just for good measure. Okay, create the key. Okay, copy. All right, let's do this again. Yeah, take care, Oscar. Okay, let's come back here and let's go back to here. And I'm gonna do options like you said before. Let's put that in and let's save. And let's close that. Okay, so the video is playing. I'll try start transcription again, I guess. Share. Okay, so it should be. Okay, it's transcribing. Okay, great. I'm gonna try stop in a minute. I'm just gonna let it write a bit. Okay, now I'm gonna say let's clear down here. There's a bunch of errors, but it's not because of the Deepgram extension. It's because I have uBlock on, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna say stop. Transcription ended. Okay, so look. Okay, that was it.
hey.
Okay, so it stopped. Just checking. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It's just reading through things a bit. Okay, cool. Hey, Ayu. Okay, so since that's fixed, I'll go ahead and create a pull request for. Well, I can do the pull request after. There's also the options thing we fixed before. Maybe I'll talk to you offline about that, just to make sure I'll create an issue or something, or we can, or maybe it's something I was in my own environment. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's cool. So that's working. So let me just see what the change is again here. I think it's just a one-liner. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was
just
a
that.
good catch.
Okay. Even a one-liner's it's a good win still. Oh, sorry. There's like some Amber Alert going off on my phone and my watch. Okay. All right. Okay, it's done. Never good when there's an Amber Alert. Hope you're okay, kiddo. Okay. So I'm gonna just add commit this change here. So git fix. I just have a git alias for fixing. It's using conventional commits. Fixed close. Fix stop transcription bug. Okay. Whoops. Gotta add it. Okay. I'm also lazy. My yarn is a Y. My git is a G. It's anyways. Okay, so
Nice.
okay, so I'm just doing a time check here. We're almost at 2 o'clock, so we got about 30 minutes still. So we've got that working now. Is there some other stuff you wanted to look at in terms of maybe things we could improve, or other issues you want to look at, or
I definitely
I'm trying
think
to
there's
figure.
things that we can improve. I know that you and I had talked before about, so right now we've got this pop up that just kind of drops down there, but that can be really cumbersome and get in the way of things. So, making a place for the transcription, and we probably don't have time to do that on the stream today, but maybe we could get it started or do some brainstorming around what we need to do for that. But to be able to move that pop up around and figure out, like, allow the user to put it in a place that works best for them.
Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks for the follow, Coffee Kirk. I'm gonna assume that's Kirk from Virtual Coffee. I could be wrong. Okay.
Kirk, why weren't you following Nick already?
I think he has a different account, or maybe if not, we can make it awkward for him. But it's all good.
Kirk has like
Uh,
so many different accounts.
yeah. Who is Kirk, anyways? Which one? Which one?
Nobody knows.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can try to assume makes a Kirk out of me and you. Okay. All right. Just for that, you're getting an alpaca. All right. There you go. You want an alpaca? Everybody gets an alpaca. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop this video of Zach for now, just so I'm not wasting the internet. Yeah, so yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had talked about that. Yeah, I think like from a UX perspective, having the transcription show up, I don't know what the best flow is, but like we could start off, like we can improve on this depending on how much time we have, but we could have that same text area, but have it on the page and as a first kind of pass, and then after that we could look at maybe making it like a floating widget or something, so like because like if people are watching something they want it out of the way, or maybe that could be
Yeah.
a great issue for somebody to work on too. But I think we could start off with that. So okay, so I think what we could do is let's close this here for a sec. I was gonna say, yeah, so what files we got here? So yeah, so we've got the options and the pop-ups, so we don't want it in any of those. We want to go in the content script here. So let's see here. So this is where it's getting the stream. Okay, you must provide a Deepgram API key, etc., etc. Create socket. Okay, so this is all the logic to just start the sockets and then to stop it. Okay, that's perfect. And then I guess what we could do is when we start it, we could add the thing. So we could do, I don't know, we could say like let transcription area. I don't know. Can think of a better name after. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of talk it through with you, Becca. But I think when we start the transcription, we could add a text area to the page, and if they
Yeah.
stop it, it's still there. If they happen to start it again, we don't recreate it. It's like we just check, does it exist yet? If it does, then we don't do anything, and then we can try and pipe the information into there, I guess. Does that make sense to you? Or
Yeah, I think that makes sense. The only thing I wonder about, so what if they start the transcription and then they stop it and then they start it again? Does it just pick back up from where it was stopped, or is there some indication that like you've restarted the transcription and then a
yeah,
new thing appears below it?
yeah. I guess like the way there is no. I guess there's no. How does it work currently? Actually, let's take a peek. I imagine if we come back here, and
I
we
think it
start
just
it.
restarts from where it left off.
Okay. Yeah, let's just validate that. Share, play. I think that makes sense what you're saying. Okay, so let's see. Blah blah blah. Actually, I'm gonna enable the closed captioning here so we can see. Not to compare, but just to show that the text is different. So I'm gonna stop it temporarily. Okay, and I'm not sure what happened to my video, but That's
Huh.
weird.
Yeah, that's really weird.
The YouTube's went toast. Or I wonder. Okay, there it's back. Weird. My internet connection is pretty good. So okay, so if I start it again, and then we come back, and actually this might be some. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud in terms of like UX. Like if I you could have a pause transcription, I guess, or stop, but maybe if they're already in the
Mhm.
page where it's at, like we don't need to have them go back to select the tab again. um just
Yeah, yeah.
because it seems a little cumbersome. But okay, so it's starting again, and okay, so it looks like it reset it.
Okay, I was
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. um I mean, it doesn't mean we need to do exactly what that did, right? Okay, I'll just go ahead and stop that. There's also, it seems to be stopping a few times. I'm not sure what that is, but uh I can continue to look at that for my other issue after, I guess.
I don't
Okay,
know what you
so
said, but the closed caption on YouTube said we need the canary.
oh yeah, no, that's it's true because there's a 11D, there's a canary version, like the latest. So it was actually right.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll just stop that for now. Okay. So yeah. So I'm thinking, like I said, we'll just add a transcription area, like a text area, or we could even make it to make it accessible. I'm gonna be a little lazy for now. If you use the output element, it'll be able to output it to like a screen reader. So I think I'll just do it like that. So what did I call it? Transcription area. So let's see here. Okay, then stream provide blah 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 socket on open. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it at the start for now. After it does the checks, if supported, yeah, I'll just do it here. So let's say transcription area equals, and just for folks in the chat, we're not using any framework or anything, so I'm just using regular DOM APIs here. So I'm going to create a new element called output. Output will get picked up by a screen reader automatically as it updates. And I think it kind of makes sense given its transcription. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not going to do any CSS for it right now. I'm just going to say style equals, or actually, no, I'll do transcription area dot, not inner HTML. Yeah, I'll just do style. Okay. Dot width. I don't know. We can change this later, but 600 pixels. And then let's do 400. Sure. And we'll just say, I'm going to say position absolute. It's just going to go to the top for now. And then like I was saying, like later on we can figure out, like how to make it some kind of like draggable, or like, maybe bring it to the side or whatever. So I think I can go with the watch mode. I think yarn watch. No, that wasn't it. I could have sworn with parcel there was like a watch mode or something. Start. Oh, it's start. I think that's how you can get it to refresh. Okay, so built it, source manifest. I'm just trying to see where it's located. Okay. Yeah, see you later.
Thanks, IU.
Dist. I'm just gonna delete that. Okay, let me just try it again. I just want to see if it's putting in the dist folder.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it is. And okay, yeah, it is. Okay. So back to your question about what you were saying, like when you were during Hacktoberfest, like you weren't seeing it refresh. I think if you use the yarn start parcel, which is running parcel watch here, it should work. So if I come back here, I'm gonna have to, yeah, it's not there right now because I got to reload it. Give me 1 second here.
This is off topic, but I wonder if it makes sense to have a start, stop, and a pause button there. Do you think the pause button is too much?
Well, I wonder, like, if you paused it, would you want YouTube to pause too? You know, like,
I would say the transcription would pause, right? And then if you wanted to restart, then it would continue that transcription there. So then it would still have access to the tab that you're on rather
okay,
than
yeah,
stopping it altogether. But
yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense or if it just makes sense to continue to remember the tab even if you hit stop.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure because I honestly, I wonder how other transcription services work, like, because like I just assume normally you don't really stop it, like you get the full transcription, but I don't know. I guess I don't know what the user would want. I guess, but I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense to pause, I think. Okay, so all right, so I've got it in watch mode, so we can do stuff now here. So I'm gonna try starting it. It should add a text area at the top left once it starts up, I believe. Oh, no, it didn't. I know why it didn't. I created the thing, but I didn't actually add it to the page. Sorry. I was talking too much. So now I'm just gonna come here, document, the body, append child. Okay, now you can see, I don't know if you saw that, but Parcel rebuilt it. So I think it should reload now. So if I click start now, we'll see if the watch mode works. Maybe not. I'm gonna reload the browser just to see. In regards to like the reloading and stuff, it is a problem when it's kind of clunky when you're developing a browser extension, because a lot of times you literally have to just stop it, reload the extension, then go back to what you were doing, and it's not the best experience. And they made it more difficult with the new version of what they call the manifest version 3. And it, Parcel's the only project that I've found that kind of makes it work. I wonder where it is. Interesting. Let's see. Maybe it didn't like it when I did that. Append. Actually, I'm gonna look in the dev tools and see if. Oh no, I did add it. Oh, it is there. It's just, yeah, like, because if I do
Invisible.
like this, edit as HTML. Oh, maybe. Oh, let me just try this Z index 99999, which is a terrible hack, but oh yeah, I see it up there now. It's super small. Okay, so let me just remove that Z index for a second. And if like the actual thing would actually have some CSS, not me doing this like that. Okay, so it does require a Z index. So let's do this. Trends. I don't think there's any CSS in this project, is there? Yeah, not yet.
There,
Okay.
I think that
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say there's each file has oh no, they don't each have their own CSS. So CSS must be in file.
Okay. Yeah, we can add that after. This is a terrible hack. Don't do a Z index like this. It's just I'm just doing all of this in line at the moment just because we're live coding, but and I'll do font size. Let's say, yeah, sure, 1.5 rem. Okay, let's try this again. Stop. I might have to reload it. I just want to see if it actually does it. Okay, it added a second one there. And if I edit as HTML. Okay, it's adding it there. Okay, I'm just gonna add a few things to just to make it a little more obvious that it's there. This is obviously not how we would want it to actually go in the project, but background color equals black, color white. Let's do, yeah, thank you, GitHub Copilot. Okay, that's good there. And I'll start it off with, let's do this, dot text content. Okay, GitHub Copilot knows me. Okay, so if we reload this, then come here and then say start transcription again and share. Okay, so there we go. So it'd show up there. So again, like I was saying, you know, this would be very distracting to the person because they might not want it there, but it's just really to kind of get things kind of going first. Okay, so let me stop the transcription again. Okay, and if we come back here, okay, so now what we want to do is, well, there's a couple of things. One, so if we don't want to keep creating this if it exists, and I would probably just create it elsewhere, but for now I'm just gonna keep it all dirty in this like huge function. But okay, so that'll create that. And then so now what we want to do is the transcript, when it writes, it's going to the options page right now. I'm just trying to see how that works, because basically we want it to update the transcription area here too. So there's the API, so it's reading it, sending, media recorder start, transcript, set, get transcript, message. I'm just trying to see where it actually where it's actually putting it. Receive on message, received, alternate, if transcript, get transcript, and then it's saying set the transcript to it just keeps appending it here. I'm just wondering where it's transcript available. I'm just trying to figure out how it's writing to the options HTML. Okay. Oh yeah, here, that would help. So it's probably listening, save options, show message, toggle. Oh, it's not in the options though, right? It's in the, is that the options here? Yeah, eh? Yeah, it is that. So start transcription. Oh, it's pop-up, sorry. I was looking in the wrong file. So we want to look in here, and so it's probably show latest transcript. So that's, what's this? Okay, this is where it's doing it. So I need to copy this. So right now what this is doing is it's getting the transcript. Like I was telling you from the, you know how there's the back end of the Chrome extension. There's a message being sent that the transcript's been updated. So the pop-up, which is like the front end, is saying go get me the transcript, and then it's saying once I have the transcript, just update the inner HTML of this particular element here. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm going to bring it into content scripts. And for now, I'll just say transcription area. So we're gonna be doing the same thing, except I'll just do text content. But I just want to see where this gets called multiple times. Show later. Okay, okay, when the transcript's available. Okay, so that's how it works. So I'll go ahead and explain this in a sec if it's not clear. So there's all these messages, like I was saying. Why is this not? That should be good. It's saying it's not existing. But like I was saying, Becca, sorry, I feel like I've been talking in my brain and not realizing it. um, yeah, so there's this message that comes in, and so like anytime a message happens, there could be different kinds of messages. Right now, there's only one, so it's saying the transcript's available, and when it is, that's when we want to show the latest. So I'm not sure why this isn't picking this up, but
Does it? I think maybe it's out. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, it's because it's in this function. That's why.
Yeah.
But take it out of there. Good call. I'll just pass this in. That's good. And then here, let's just say, oh, and I just have to create this. This could be outside of it. Maybe I'll keep it inside, actually. All this stuff, it seems to have everything inside here. So I'll put it back inside here. And then we actually don't need this. And I just got to bring this in here. And we don't need that. Okay, so let me try. I'll just explain the changes here for everybody in case they didn't follow along. So we're creating that element, the transcription area, which is that black text area or output area. So anytime we start the transcription, we just want to see, does that exist yet? If it doesn't, we want to create it and then add it to the body of the page. And then there's, again, like I was saying, so there's other messages here. So there's, in fact, we can put these together, but there's this chrome.runtime.onMessage.addListener. So what that means is anytime the backend sends a message, you can listen for it in the front end, which in this case is the content script here. If we come here, yeah. Why is my change not here though? Did I make it nowhere? Why don't I see it? It's there. I am in the right file, right? Source content scripts. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't showing it before. Okay, so yeah, so this is basically anytime a message comes from the back of the Chrome extension, it will say, you can say like, what's the kind of message? So if you ever use something like Redux or use reducer in React, you can just say like, fire the reducer like with some type. So think of the message as the type here, I guess. And so like in this case, we're saying if there's a transcript available message, we want to show the latest transcript. And that's kind of it. I'm going to just put these together actually because there's already a add listener here. So I'm going to do this, and we could clean it up to do like a switch case, but for now I think this is okay. So that's good there. And now I'm going to start the transcription again, and I believe it should start adding it to the tab, to the...
Nice.
I think. Okay, maybe not. I might need to reload it. Okay. Let's try one more time. Okay, start. Okay, come on. It's not doing it. Hold on a sec here. Maybe I missed something.
Yeah, it's
On
still
YouTube.
transcribing to the pop-up where it was before.
Yeah, so we can stop that actually. Where was that?
Yeah.
This function, show latest transcript, that was in pop-up. So I'm gonna remove it
Yeah.
from here. And here as well, because we don't need that. And then we don't need it here because we're doing it in the other one now. There's probably something else I'm missing, but so show latest transcript, get transcript, and then update. I'm just gonna do console.log transcript just to see. If we don't get it completely working, it's okay. But what's this? Remove attribute, disable. Okay. Transcript and okay. Oh, this doesn't exist. That's why it's probably breaking. Let me just save that and show latest transcription. So when it's available, it should get picked up. Okay, I think we should be okay now. Maybe not. Oh, I'm gonna see if it's logging actually. Okay, it doesn't seem to be logging. So I think what's happening, it's not getting the message for some reason. I'm not sure why yet, but because it's getting the stop message, so I'm wondering why it's not getting this one. So transcript available is here. Oh, interesting. What's this? Show latest transcript. Oh, that's, oh, sorry, it just updated it. Okay. That's not it. I'm not really sure why it's not picking it up yet, actually. I don't know if you have any ideas here. Like I've removed it from here, so it's definitely not doing it here. But normally it should send the message. I wonder if let's see here. Start, execute, load, clear transcript. Yeah, not really sure at the moment. I'm just trying to think why the message wouldn't end up there.
Right.
So if we look for, because there's this, I'm just gonna see where this message is called. Okay, if on send message. Oh, okay. I don't I don't think we even need to actually do that. We can take this out. And then instead of sending the message, because we're in the front end already, on message, if transcript, yeah, I think we can just do this. And then data transcript plus equals. Yeah, I don't think we I don't think we even need to we can just probably just do this, and then there might be other things to do, but if we come here, this is the text, and then we can just I don't think we even need any of this, and we can literally just pass the text here. I think this will work. Let
Mm.
me try again here. I know we've only got like 4 minutes here, so.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Except I just made something go boom. What did I show? Oh, yeah, I got to comment that out. Okay, so if we come back here, start Chromium tab. Come on. Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right.
Okay, so it's replacing it, so I got to make a small change. I got to do plus equals.
Yep.
All right, and then it should start adding, assuming it reloads. Okay, I got to reload it. Again, this is like the kind of the annoyance of working on a browser extension is there's no perfect workflow for this. Like it's kind of like trial and error when you're trying to get things working. So, okay, let's just see here though. Let me close this. Okay. And then, okay, so it's starting to add it. Okay, so it's doing it. I have to get rid of the initial transcription will appear here, but it seems to be writing it out. So let me get rid of this. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me here.
You did it.
Yeah, right under the wire, eh? Cool. I appreciate the support. Okay, let's just start it again. Just now that I've removed that there. And like obviously like we were saying before, this isn't like how it should really be implemented because like we want it to be kind of floating and maybe even like collapse it or like put it to the side or something. Have to think of a good way to do that and also keep it accessible. But already, like you were saying before, it's nice that you can see it on the screen instead of the pop-up. So no, that's cool. Cool. Awesome. Okay, well, we're almost at time. I guess I'll drop a link again to the project and the extension, and there's the discussion, like you were saying, about if you have any comments about the extension, and there are some issues open that you can check if you go to the repository. Aside from that, was there anything else? I'm gonna just drop the links to your stuff there. Yeah, sorry, my brain kind
I
of
think that's
circled
great.
there.
And like any features, if no. If there's any features that you think would be cool to add, go ahead and create an issue for that or put it in the discussion. Um, Either way, this is definitely something that we want to keep working on and finding ways to add to it because I think this has been a pretty cool project.
Yeah, no, it is. The transcription is super important. I know we're at time now, but like as somebody who streams on Twitch, like when I'm like if I just go to my Twitch page for a sec here, it won't be in real time, but just to show like the transcription is so important. Like right now I'm using some plugin, but it's important that people can have like an accessible experience. And I'm gonna have to close this because we're getting Inception going on big time. But like the whole transcription story, I think, is super important, and I know Deepgram does this really well, and it's something I'm excited to see. Like, obviously this thing we did today here isn't that polished, but I think if like the extension gets some improvements like this, I think it'll definitely be a great thing for people to use, and it's super helpful because like I know you work there, but I know for a fact that the transcription that Deepgram does is really good. Like, because like I know I've used other things before, and it's like sometimes it'd be like that's not what I said at all. Like, you know, so it's I know there's a lot of work that goes into the transcription itself.
Yeah, for sure. And we do have a feature for keywords. So if there are words that you're using, especially like if you're doing something technical, then you can add that and get more accuracy for what you
Oh,
are
okay.
transcribing.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because like I've done a couple streams on Svelte, and I can't tell you how many different things have shown up. Spelt, like the old grain, spilt. I get there's like a ton of them, and like and Netlify cracks me up when it shows up in a transcription because sometimes it calls it nullify, which
Yeah.
kind of makes me giggle a bit. But yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out with me here. Is fun. I don't. It's been a while since I've kind of really dug into something to just kind of code out like this. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Cool, cool. Next week, folks, we've got Josh Goldberg's back. We're gonna be working with TypeScript again, but with ASTs, abstract syntax trees, and ESLint. So I think we're gonna probably do something like make a fun ESLint rule just to understand how ASTs work and all that. So definitely check that out. It's next Wednesday as well, but it's gonna be a little earlier. It's gonna be 30 minutes before, so it'll be at 4:30 p.m. UTC. So check that out, and lots of other great folks coming on up until the end of the year. So definitely give a follow here and on YouTube if you haven't already, and we will see you next week, folks.